Alright, mega love shoutout, Mabsat. Kabado yung kampo ni Lustay, mga Mabsat, no? Nako po, bakit takot at takot silang buksan yung mahiwagang magic box? Sige, pakinggan natin si Congressman Adyong. Pasok, Congressman.
Normal po ba yung nangyari na magmamark lang ng evidence, ino-object pa?
Sige, let me respond to that. No? That's definitely unusual. No? So, during pre-trial conference, one of the important things that you do there is the marking of exhibits. Paliwanag ko, simple lang po ito. Kung ito ho ang isa sa mga ebidensya na nasa pre-trial brief nyo, ito ay minamarkahan lang. No? Ito ay naririnig natin pangkaraniwan sa mga trial ho na exhibit A, exhibit B. No? So now, ang pagmamarka ng ebidensya, ang bawat partido na gustong magmarka ng kanyang ebidensya sa pre-trial, no? Ito ho ay decision nila. No? At hindi ho kailangan ipaliwanag kung bakit mo gustong markahan itong dokumento na to, no? Itong object na ito as your evidence. No? And they do not have the right to object to it. So, to answer your point, your question, very unusual ho yan, na even just the marking of the sealed BIR box was vehemently objected to by the other party.
Gusto ko lang po dagdagan yung sinabi ni Attorney J. Talosa. No? Actually, yung sa BIR box na po yan, very important po yan doon sa unexplained wealth. No?
Sir Leonardo,
this is the only way we can actually explain kung tama pa po yung naka-reflect sa SALN na declared asset, declared liability, at saka yung legal lawful income na tinatanggap na ating Vice Presidente. So, yung pong pagmamarka, sa pagkakaalam ko po, and Attorney J. Talosa can correct me if I'm wrong, it's not the stage of admissibility ng evidence. Para lang po mapresenta at masimplify kung ano yung ipapresenta ng mga possible na mga ebidensya. Hindi ang korte po ang may kapangyarihan para i-admit ito. So, from the very start na ayaw nila, it only speaks to us one thing, no? Na parang takot sila mabuksan itong box na ito. Baka ito yata yung smoking gun. In fact, hindi lang ata ito smoking gun. Para mukhang armory na itong box na ito, no? So, it only speaks about their unwillingness to face the charges head-on. Kung may tamang proseso naman po na nilatag para maipresenta ng prosecution ang kanilang mga ebidensya na ayon naman sa rules ng Senate ay hindi naman itong punto ng pag-admit ng evidence but merely to mark the potential evidence that the prosecution would present, and then that stage alone, that early stage alone, object nila vehemently. Isa lang ang nasa utak ng ating taong bayan, sa isipan ng ating taong bayan. Natakot sila doon sa pagbubukas ng box na ito.
Ng mahiwagang box.
Takot sila at wala silang maipaliwanag doon sa unexplained wealth na artikulo na tina-charge under the articles of impeachment.
Wala na.
Kung tsaka, yung dalawang spokesman. Tanong ko na rin po, ano po ba yung laman ng box?
Mga kan.
ITR po. Yes, Tito Losa, you can...
Tama ho yun. Ito ho ay sinumite no, ng BIR dun sa House Committee on Justice pursuant to a subpoena issued to them, directing them to submit ITR filings of the respondent, her spouse, and their financial interests.
Kung dadagdagan ko po kasi kahapon din po na-explain ko ito ni Congresswoman De Lima and Attorney J can confirm this, na isa din po doon sa magiging defense ng papresenta ng defense ay partly the IDRs, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, o dokumento galing sa BIR. So nagtataka po ang prosecution kung isa po yun sa kanilang ipipresenta as a way of also presenting to the court yung kanilang defense, bakit itong pinanggalingan ng ITR na pinanggalingan din ng kanilang magiging ebidensya ay ayaw nilang pabuksan. So instead of clarifying to the court and to the public minds na handa sila sumagot sa lahat ng paratang sa Vice Presidente, mukhang half-baked ang gusto nilang pag-uusap ng sa impeachment court. Ayaw nila yung buong picture. Because the ITR box nanggaling po sa BIR, that will give us the whole financial picture of what we are discussing here regarding the SALN and the unexplained wealth. Mukhang ang gusto nila half-baked lang. Wag na natin pag-usapan ng buo. So of course, the impeachment court ay may kapangyarihan naman po sila sa discretion po nila kung anong i-admit nila ng mga ebidensya. Ito lang po yung marking. Kumbaga, pagdating po ng korte, lahat naman po tayo nanonood ng mga trial drama. Na ang markings lang po para ma-simplify kung if ever na pag-usapan ng artikulo, and Attorney J can confirm this, we can immediately refer to a particular document, exhibit ganito, para mas mapadali, expeditious yung trial, hindi masyadong conflagrated yung issue, specific at particular yung nire-refer natin na dokumento na ayon doon sa particular na artikulo na pinag-usapan ng korte.
If I can just quickly add, your question is, ano mo bang laman itong document ng box na ito? And this is actually precisely one of the reasons why we want it to be open. No? Para once and for all, let's open it together, no? And then we could inventory its contents. No? Para malaman na natin ano ba exactly ang mga documents na nandyan and markahan na as
patalastas, meron tagapagtanggol ni Digong dito sabi ni Jean Rosario, never nababagsak ang mga Duterte. Mahal na mahal namin sila kasi feel namin ang pag-asa ng bansa natin sa kanila. Yun na nga, di ba? Hindi siya babagsak pero nakakulong na siya sa ICC. More than a year na. Kinakarma na. Diyos ko po, Rudy. Okay lang yan, walang problema po dyan. Kung ano yung gusto niyo paniwalaan na talagang siyang pag-asa nyo, so be it. Pero hanggang ngayon, duwag po ang mga Duterte, hindi nila kayang harapin ang kanilang mga kaso. Diyos ko po. Okay, tuloy.
Pointed out by Kong Zia, total both parties mentioned in their respective pre-trial briefs their reservation of evidence, which is these BIR submissions.
At saka we are very perplexed, no? Kasi the opening of the box will not only be with the Senate or the impeachment court with the prosecution alone. Hindi naman po supervised naman po ata ito na opening ng box. Ibig sabihin nandun din ang depensa. So it's very perplexing na if ever that this box will be open, it's also before in the presence of the defense. So doon tayo nagkakaroon din ng palaisipan kung bakit ayaw nila. Samantalang sila mismo ay magsusupervise sila sa marking nitong marking ng mga dokumento na nilalaman nitong box na ito.
San Marino Corn Tuna. Siksik, sarap at sulit. Switch to San Marino Corn Tuna.
To clarify lang po, ngayon pong tapos na yung pre-trial conference at hindi po namarkahan yung BIR box, pwede pa rin po siyang i-present, tama po ba?
Definitely, no. But well, first of all, what happened? So we filed a written request, asking for the opening of the box, and then yesterday, ang naging resolution ng clerk of court is to give the defense until the end of day today to file a written response. So it's still possible, that when the impeachment court resolves this matter, sasabihin na let's open it. This could be done either before the first hearing on July 6th or even while the trial is already ongoing. Pwede naman po yan. So it doesn't mean that it was not open today for close na yung possibility. But in our position is it would have been better if it was open during the pre-trial conference, since precisely yan ho yung mga isang reason ba't ginagawa ho yan para ma-identify na at mamarkahan na mga ebidensya ng mga magkabilang panig.
Tsaka idadagdag ko lang kay Attorney Jay, I think nung na-experience naman po natin at saksihan na po natin, even during the Corona impeachment trial, there were evidence that were presented while the court was ongoing, the trial was ongoing. So minamarkahan naman po yan even during the trial of then the late Chief Justice. So that can also be done in this current trial. So hindi naman po yan baguhan. While the trial is ongoing, mayroon naman pong way to mark this evidence.
So, tanong ko na rin po, after po ba nila mag-file ng comment, ano po bang susunod?
Okay. So we will wait for the impeachment court to act on that matter, And in fact, since the pre-trial conference has concluded yesterday, so the impeachment secretary would have, or clerk would have 10 days, to issue a pre-trial order. So we would be waiting for that.
Thank you po.
Salamat, Billy. Punta natin si Tina Panganiban Perez from GMA7 for her questions. Tina?
Thank you po. Attorney Tolosa, earlier you said that it was the decision of the panel to have whatever evidence they want marked, and that at the stage of the pre-trial conference, hindi dapat nag-o-object yung kabilang party. Sir, ito layman question. Kung unusual yung pag-object ng defense panel dun sa pag-open ng BIR box, why didn't the prosecution panel insist on having it marked, since ebidensya nyo naman yun and you don't need to explain why you want it marked?
Actually, to correct that, we definitely insisted that we be allowed to mark it, and it was met with repeated and vehement objections on the part of the defense. So we really tried to have it marked. But since the ruling made by the impeachment clerk was just to give the other party an opportunity to respond to this in writing and then just wait for the resolution. So that's what happened.
Opo, nabanggit po ni Chair Luistro that kung mag-agree naman yung defense, hindi na kailangan ng comment from both parties. Meron po bang like backdoor usap between the two panels na since ebidensya nyo rin naman ito, pamarkahan na natin ngayon?
No, we didn't see any need for that. Kasi precisely both parties identified in their pre-trial briefs as part of their reserved documentary exhibits, the BIR submissions. So, ang tingin namin, this should not be a contentious issue since pareho natin gustong gamiting ebidensya to, then let's open it, let's mark it. So, we didn't see any need for that.
You mentioned Kong Zia and Kong J, Attorney J, yung defense po regarding dun sa BIR box, they do not have the right to object to it. Even yung marking po nung box na in-object nila, And Kong Zia, sinabi mo kanina, takot sila sa pagbubukas ng box na ito. Even Chair Luistro said that yesterday. Ano bang meron sa box na ito? Ba't takot silang ilabas to? Ano ba sa tingin ni Sir, gaano kabigat yung makikita natin dito sa box na to? Kasi bigat din ba ng mga nakita natin ng AMLAC records, ng mga bank transactions ni VP Sara at ng kanyang asawa?
I'll go first before Attorney Jay could explain. One, there's no other way to describe the reaction than takot. Tayo nilang makita. Sabi ko nga, half-bit yung gusto nilang pag-usapan sa korte. What we want for the court to appreciate is the entire financial picture. Insofar as the declared assets, declared liabilities, and the declared lawful income of the Vice President and her spouse. Kasi by virtue of their union, talagang they're considered legally as one entity. Pangalawa, tanong mo, ano ba talagang pinakatakutan dito? Iba, siyempre hindi po magsisinungaling ang dokumento. Makikita po natin yung kanilang binabayaran ng mga taxes, no? Kung ano po yung pag-aari nilang mga yaman at ano po yung mga kanilang mga liabilities sila. So hindi po magsisinungaling ang taxes. Ang tanong ng taong bayan, takot ba tayo sa katotohanan? Kung ang sinasabi po ng ITRs na ito ay ang pawang katotohanan at katotohanan lamang, at yun naman ang gusto ng prosecution, may lahat sa taong bayan ang katotohanan at pawang katotohanan lamang, mukhang ang reservation nila or ang pag-object nila ay tama yung ating obserbasyon na takot sila sa katotohanan. So yun lang po ang observation natin at there's no other way again to describe it, but kinakatakutan nila itong box kasi nga mukhang hindi lang ito smoking gun, mukhang arsenal na ito ng armory na ayaw nilang mailahad sa buong taong bayan.
Nakapaw. O ano sa tingin niyo, Mabsat? Totoo ba? Takot at takot silang mapunyag yung kanyang maliwagang
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So just to add to that, to address the question as well of what are the contents of this box. So again, pursuant to the subpoena issued to them by the House Committee on Justice, this should contain the ITRs of the respondent and the spouse. So dito ho malalahad kung ano yung declared income nila. No? So this is material because we will have to take this together with their SALNs, no? To see if the declared income matches the assets, liabilities, and net worth indicated in the SALNs. And their position is there's a discrepancy. No? And even just for that, the declared income do not meet the net worth indicated in the SALNs. Iba pa ho to dun sa usapin na, in fact, yung what the wealth that they've actually accumulated is way more than what's disclosed in the SALN, no? Because as shown in the proceedings before the Committee on Justice, no, there are billions of transactions, no, involved in the bank records of the spouses.
Idadagdag ko lang Marian doon sa sinabi ni Attorney Gino. Remember, if we go back to the confirmation hearing, it was actually AMLA that says that some of the income, no, the deposits in the banks are considered to be suspicious transaction. So babatayin po natin, ibabangga po natin ito doon sa mga dokumentong may ipipresenta po dyan sa trial na yan, including also the box that were initially voted by the Committee on Justice not to open it. So yun po yung ating babantayan doon na mukhang babalik ko po yung tanong at yung sinabi ko kanina, mukhang ginagawa ng lahat ng paraan para hindi mabuksan ng korte na ayon sa depensa, ayon po sa pag-object ng depensa.
Sir, last na lang, another, just to follow up on that. May possibility ba na kaya may fear na open yung box is because baka madali rin siya sa tax evasion, hindi lang si VP, pati yung asawa niya, si Man Scarpio?
I want to study.
Again, sa mga bagong pasok, Mabsat, huwag kalimutang mag-like and subscribe.
Let's focus on how the House prosecution would present the
Bon Jovi,
evidence as
shout
contained
out.
under the articles of
Elia
impeachment.
Rosario, shout
Again, we do not want, what we want is actually to show to the public and to the Senate that these are the evidence that can actually corroborate the allegations as contained under the articles of impeachment. So we are not actually hitting a particular person. We're actually on the principle of transparency and accountability. It's just to happen that the Vice President was the one who's facing these charges. The one that is actually talking here is the Constitution, applying the principle of accountability mechanism of the Constitution, regardless who is being charged with the allegations. No, so we are not actually trying to focus on particular person. We are trying to drive at the allegations that have been presented as contained in the articles of impeachment with the evidence that we can actually provide. So let's see kung ano po yung magiging takbo ng prosecution ng actual trial. But what we can tell you again is that going back to the proposed witness under the list that we have presented to the court, lahat po ng mga witnesses na nandiyan ay ito po yung kanilang testimonya na indispensable para doon sa pagpo-prove na itong mga akusasyon na ito na labag sa konstitusyon ng Vice Presidente ay tama dahil ito po yung testimonya at ito po yung mga ebidensyang may papresenta natin sa korte.
If I could just quickly add to that, I can't blame anyone for having such an observation, no? But insofar as the prosecution is concerned, as mentioned by Congressman Zia, our focus is to use this evidence to prove the articles of impeachment, particularly the charge that the respondent accumulated unexplained wealth, which is grossly disproportionate to the assets and the net worth that she declared in her SALN.
Yun.
Right. Thank you very much po. Salamat po, Attorney J. Kong Zia.
Thank you, Marian. Next is Jenesca Panti from GMA Online. Jenesca?
Sir, sir, question ko lang po. Meron po bang sinabing dahilan yung results? Bakit ayaw po?
Salamat, Leonardo.
Meron po ba silang sinabing results?
Meron ba?
Sinabing reason for objecting to it? Is that the question? Sorry, can you repeat it? Medyo mahina ko yung reception. Okay, quite clear.
Mukhang ganun.
Ano po yung sinabi nilang dahilan kung bakit yung Starbucks. Yung sinabi ko kasi lang, when it was happening sa pre-trial court.
Okay, medyo malabo ko, no? I don't know if it's just on my side, pero from what I heard, mukhang ang question is, meron ba silang reason, no, na binanggit why they didn't want the box to be marked, no? So ang reason that they stated there is it's a violation of due process, no? But this was addressed by the prosecutors, no, Congressman Luistro and Congresswoman Luistro and Congressman Shell, no? They pointed out there's no violation of due process rights here. Again, no, kahapon we were not even asking that these documents be admitted in evidence, no? Hindi pa namin to pinapatanggap as ebidensya, no? Ang gusto lang ho namin gawin, since part 2 ng pre-trial ay marking of evidence by both parties, no? Pagmamarka pa lang po, no? Yun lang ho ang gusto namin gawin. Let's just mark it. So even just the box itself, no? Kahit ipagpapaliban muna ang pagbukas kung yan ang magiging desisyon ng clerk of court, kahit yung box muna, markahan na natin, even that they objected to it.
Sir, given yung situation sa BI box, hindi ba makaka-affect? But in the event na hindi payagan or yung kamalimusan ito before the Senate should report, hindi ba makaka-affect pa yun sa impeachment case nyo kay Vice President? Hindi ba yung kaso nyo? Or the case will stand with or without the PI?
Okay, well, first of all, we don't want to preempt the action that may be taken by the impeachment court about this. To be clear, they did not yet deny, no, the motion to open the box. It just didn't happen yesterday, no, but it does not matter. This does not mean that they will not allow its opening, no. So we will address that issue once it becomes apparent already, meaning when they've acted on it. So we will wait for the impeachment court's action on it.
Yung kabado sila, Sir Leonardo. Awanan, naspakan. Hindi na nila alam ang gagawin nila. Tarantang-taranta na talaga sila, no? Kung ano ba, bubuksan ba natin to or what? Diyos ko po, Rudy. O siya, next topic tayo. Parang mahina ba yung background music natin? O yung sa akin lang ang mahina? Parang feeling ko mahina sa akin eh. Parang naka-steady. But anyway, sige, tuloy natin to. Okay, countdown muna tayo, Mabsat. Again, sa mga bago pasok, shoutout sa inyo. Huwag kalimutang mag-like and subscribe. Here we go.